in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do the Liberty Falls Easter egg on Black Ops 6 zombies. And the first thing you want to do is when you start your game, you just want to build up a couple bit of points, you know, just enough so you can open some doors. And once you've got enough points, you'll make your way over to the front of the flower shop and get the water valve. And once you've gotten that water pressure valve, you've got to make your way to the bowling alley and melee this box in the wall. Once you've done that, just put the water pressure valve on there, and then you've got to hold F and basically release the water pressure. During this time, a lot of zombies will spawn, so it's either get your teammate to protect you, or when they get near you, just run outside. Just run outside, run back in, and just do the tactic over and over again until the water pressure is full. It's a tedious tactic, but unless you've got someone to protect you, it will take longer. And once you've completed it, the water pressure gauge will drop from the wall, and you just need to pick that up, and that is the first part to the jet gun. The next thing you want to do is go away to the graveyard, and this is completely RNG. Like, you do not know when it will spawn. It can be from like 30 seconds to a couple minutes. All you need to do is wait for the groundskeeper to spawn and come after you. Once the groundskeeper does spawn, just kill him and he drops the shed key. Once you do get this item, just grab the shed key, take it to the shed, open it up, and then grab the handbrake. So for the last part, you're going to have to get yourself a Mangler cannon or a mutant injector, which will cost you salvage, or you can kill a Mangler and collect it if he drops the Mangler arm score streak. But once you get one of those two items, make your way over to the radio house and you just use the weapon on the door and it blows up. And once you do blow up the door, just make your way inside and just search through the trash. There's like 4 different bits of trash on the floor. 2 of them give you salvage, 1 spawns a spider zombie, I can't remember what they're called, and the 4th one will drop the electric wires. Just dig up any of them and then you'll find it. And once you've got all those 3 parts, make your way over to the motel, and in the only open room in the motel, you'll find the jet gun's workbench. And all you need to do is craft it, and then you've gotten yourself a free jet gun. Once you've built the jet gun, you need to use the jet gun to find all 3 pieces of the LTG. So for the first part, you're going to be making your way to the church, and you need to activate the machine by holding F or square, whatever you're using. Once you've done this, it will spawn the first part in that church. So you just need to look up and activate the jet gun, and it will suck up the part towards you. And for the second part of the STG, you need to make your way over to Speed Cutter and jump on this truck. Once you've jumped on this truck, you just have to look through the right window and just activate the gun as well, and it will suck up the part towards you. And for the third part, you just need to make your way to the comic book store, go into the middle where the counter is, and look up and just suck it up there. So those all 3 parts, really easy to get. So after you've gotten all 3 of these parts, make your way to the bank's roof and you'll find the LTG workbench. As you've done with the jet gun, just craft it and pick it up. So once you have picked up the LTG device, you need to make your way over back to the church and pick up an ether canister. You need to bring this ether canister all the way back to the spawn area where the petrol station is, or the motel, and place the canister on this trap right here, because it will be important for after you do this next step. But be careful when you are carrying a canister, because it will slow you down and you will not be able to sprint while carrying it. So once you've placed the canister in the right position, make your way over to the first mist storm next to the comic book store. Now all you need to do is place the LTG down and it'll start doing a little event, and you need to survive about a minute. So zombies will start spawning even if you leave just 1 zombie alive, and all you need to do is protect the portal or rift, whatever you want to call it, and make sure zombies do not go into it, because if they go into it, they will take a huge chunk out of the bar of health. So after you do this step, an abomination will spawn, or a beefed up, tougher version of the Mangler will spawn, and you need to get this zombie all the way over to the canister, and you need to make sure that you get his health very low, not enough to kill him straight away, but just enough to kill him after you shoot him a few times. And once you got his health low enough, you need to activate the ether trap right next to where you place the canister, and you need to kill him quickly, because once he gets stunned by the trap, you've got a certain amount of time before, obviously, it won't work anymore. And once you kill him, you'll know the step will work right once you see a purple orb go from the boss to the canister. And after you've done this step, making sure you don't get yourself killed by the trap, pick up the canister and make your way to the church. And you need to be quick, because you'll only have a minute and a half to get there, because the canister's leaking. And you have to make sure the zombies aren't going to try and kill you with this, so make your way carefully back to the church. And once you make your way back to the church, place the canister into the machine, and the machine will give you a Strauss counter. So once you go on the Strauss counter, you need to make your way over to the Strauss machines. And the first one is going to be in front of the bowling alley, one's going to be right near the tool shed, and the third one is going to be right next to the bank's roof. You need to buy a door to detonate the wooden board and just make your way through to it. So yes, you have to spend points on the door for this one. And once you go to each one of these, you need to look at the Strauss counter and it will show a colour. If you see green, you need to make it red. If you see yellow, you need to make it yellow. And if you see red, you have to make it green. So it's just switcherooed. And once you use the Strauss counter to actually put all the colours correctly on the Strauss machines, it will shoot 3 beams into the second ether canister right next to the petrol station. So once you collect this ether canister, make your way over to the LTG where you first did the boss and pick it up, because it does not go back right into your inventory. And then you got to make your way over to where Speed Color is to place the canister on this trap here. We're doing this step again for a second time. And once you've got everything set up and you're ready with ammo and everything, make your way over to the Rift Storm in the graveyard and activate the LTG again, and just survive. Once you survived, Abomination or Amalga beefed up version will spawn again, and repeat the same step. Get him nearly dead, activate the trap, and put him in the canister. And once you've done this step and the canister gets filled with whatever the purple shit is, you just need to pick it up and make your way to church. You'll still have a minute and a half for this step as well, but honestly, this one just takes you 20 seconds to get to the church. So once you get back to the church, do the same thing, pop the canister into the machine, and once you've done this, you're pretty much ready to do the boss fight. And before you guys make your way into this boss fight, I would recommend you guys have monkey bombs or anything that could lure zombies away, just in case. Have a mutant injector, so you can defeat a couple of the bosses easier. If you're with your friends, it'll be much easier because they can activate as well, you know, one for each boss. And you have to at least have a pack 2 weapon with gold or purple rarity, depending on the wave that you're starting the Easter egg on. And in this boss fight, you're going to have 3 stages of the fight, and you'll know when the stage is complete because it'll reward you with a max ammo or something. And once you complete the boss fight and you've survived in this little church area enough, you will end up getting killed. It will fully down you, but this is meant to happen for the cutscene. And once you've seen this cutscene, you've pretty much done the Easter egg and you've collected all the rewards for it. And you can either exfil or continue playing your game, and you get rewarded with a free ray gun and perkaholic. And once you've exfilled or you died or left the game, whatever you choose, you get rewarded with this secondary ray gun camo, which it's okay, but I prefer the original. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this camo or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to do the Easter egg on Black Ops 6 Liberty Falls map. If you want me to do the Terminus Island as well, just let me know in the comments down below. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!